Hello, hello, my beautiful Cancers. This is your General Tarot and Oracle card forecast for the week of August the 25th. Keeping in mind, not every single card or the energy they carry may resonate with every single Cancer out there. Only take what does, never force a reading, and throw the rest out into the universe. If you want clarity, accuracy, and answers to any personal questions, I guide you to my website where you can see the services that I offer, how to book your own appointment on the calendar, and the pay rate. So, on that note, let's see what your download message is. You've been given a big fat yes. So, beautiful card. If you have a very big question you need an answer to, the universe, spirit guides, angels are saying that you will have the answer yes. Okay, let's see what we've got here for your tarot cards. What do you need to see, know, and expect this week? Spirit and guides, what do they need to see, know, and expect, please? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, coming in your first place, you've got the Eight of Wands. You've got followed by the the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Seven of Wands. Moving on with the Tower card, and the final card is the Strength card. Okay. Let's see. Well, your answer to your question is yes. And if you've been asking spirit guides, angels, higher self, an answer to something, you're getting a yes. Okay, whatever that is. Now, coming in your first place, in your first row, the beginning of the week, this is your career, your life, or your money card. Career card, you've got gifts, and it says you are uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with a deal as well. Okay, so some of you may have already been starting to set yourself up, doing the footwork, one foot in front of the other, going towards something new here. Maybe you're revising your resume. Maybe you're revising your website. Maybe you have taken on a passive income with a secondary job that you're hoping can land you full-time work. But it's like a gift coming in, and you're uncovering many new talents that you didn't realize you had, or you haven't used in a while, and you're going to be implementing them into this new type of work you're going to be doing. You've got the Eight of Wands. This is fast-moving action. Get ready to hit the ground running. You may, again, be wearing many different hats, trying new things. If things have been slow and things have been the momentum has been very lax, you're going to see that the momentum's going to pick up. But I want you to be prepared and ready, because there's going to be a lot of action going on. Now, this card is also indicative, because they're flying wands, referred to as taking a trip. You may be booking an airline ticket to go somewhere. Also, this can be indicative of the wands of Cupid. Somebody new could be coming in. You could be connecting with someone who you have an emotional and heart connection to. Now, coming in with your career and money card, you've got book. It says paperwork, contracts, learning as you go. Okay, your career could possibly be around writing, taking a class in education in law. So you could be learning something new. As I had said here, you're learning new talents here. You could be taking something new here, doing your research, and implementing that into this new job. It could have involved contracts that you're going to be signing for long-term commitment. Read between the lines. Be sure that you realize everything that glitters is not always gold. You could be a job where you're learning as you go. You could be initiating something new into your workforce. And again, some of you could be taking a class, and some of you may be researching something to do with law, or taking law, or trying to understand the rules of law. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah. I always say, when that comes into town, jump on that wagon and ride it hard, because you never know how long your luck is going to last. But the Wheel of Fortune is that karmic energy coming into you of good luck. Things start spinning now in the direction you want them to go. You're seeing things come into fruition. You're seeing expansion, growth, happiness, and abundance. Beautiful. Coming in your help, or your hurdle, or your challenge part of the reading, you've got the card Believe, and it is the key, and the key is that card of being able to open up and visualize what it is you have and how to implement it. Okay, your mindset shifts that will unlock abundance and help you create your timeline of ultimate prosperity. You have the key to do this. When you wholeheartedly embrace the attainability of your dreams, you will find the courage to exceed the ordinary. Putting yourself out there, taking those steps to do something out of the norm that you might not have done in the past. Going forward and believing, most of all, believing in yourself and believing in what this is you're wanting to see come to pass. So you hold the key to that, my friends. Stay positive. Coming in underneath that, you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is that card of possibly defending your corner here. This is you showing your strength in times of adversity. Never giving up. Saying no when you should. Okay, no is a full sentence without explanation. Having the courage of your own convictions and standing in your truth and knowing that you are right. This is you showing great personal character. Never, never, ever giving up. There are times when it's crucial to take a stand. It could be that you're being called to be true to yourself and to be an advocate for your principles. You're going to know in your heart if this one is one of those times and if this is a battle that simply isn't worth fighting. So pick and choose your battles wisely. Don't let your fears get between you and doing what you know is right. Okay? It's possible that you might have yielded to other people's needs and desires so much that you're giving away your own personal power. Take it back. Okay? Say yes to other people's requests when it feels only right to you. Say no when your heart tells you that they're asking too much of you. Okay? Stand up for yourself. You may have that need to do that this week. People might be dumping on you. I always say we're not the manure pile. Okay? Don't let other people dump their woebegons and their drama on you. Okay. Your next card you've got coming in with messages from Spirit and Guides is delivery. It says transportation, inheritance, and escort. So you could be moving into a new era, a new phase in your life, but you could also be actually taking a trip somewhere, which involves transportation, okay? Planes, trains, cars, boats, whatever. You could be planning something like that. You could have come into some money, inheritance. You've received something unexpected that allows you now to have the freedom to possibly travel. You could, and you've got the card escort, being guided. Being guided, whether it's by Spirit and your guides or being guided by an actual guide if you should decide to take a trip. I do recommend that, especially going the first time if you're going on your own. Hire private guides. They're not that expensive, and you pass all those queues and lines to get into places. And they often, they know about the topic or the museum or wherever you're going. So, you receive something here. It's a delivery. Something arrives, to you that could bring you great joy. But it can also be a sudden change in your life because the Tower card shows up, and that's what it is, sudden change. Something, we always think of the tower falling down, but it's the end of something that abruptly comes to a halt. You may have hit a brick wall where you feel you can't go through it. But that's okay. You can figure out a way to traverse, how to maneuver, and how to navigate around or over these walls that you bump into. However, when something ends, what do? It gives you the option to sit back and say, okay, I've lost my job. All right, what have I always wanted to do? I've always wanted to do my own thing. I know enough that I could be my own boss, and you start working on that. Or you could be, you could be taking a time out and saying, I want to really think about what it is I want to do next. When the Tower moment happens, it could be the end of a relationship, unfulfilling job, a contract, a phase in your life, anything. And then it gives you that beautiful, beautiful opportunity to sit with yourself and really plan your next move, making a firmer, stronger, better foundation. Remember, whatever came tumbling down likely was on unfirm territory, unfirm ground, wasn't very stable. Now, coming in at the end, your angel number is 1515 1515. This is a beautiful card. This says intuition relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. Okay, so we know that 5s are the number of change. 1 is that beautiful divine number of a beginning and always connecting to your intuition, your higher self, and divine spirit, and your angels, and so on. This card says follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. Wow. Okay, that's exactly what the words on this card say. So trust your gut feeling, trust your intuition. Cancer, you're very intuitive. You have healing innate abilities yourself. A lot of you are capable of doing exactly what I'm doing here. So trust your gut feeling, your intuition. That's that little inner voice of divine spirit speaking to you saying, or yeah, this is the time for you to get out there. So, this is about respect and karma and relationships, okay? And making sure that you are doing unto others, right? Basically, trust your intuition, okay? You're relating now. You have good values and insight, and your perception is increasing now. It's about love and it's about monogamy, staying true. Okay, coming in underneath that, you have the strength card. Stepping up into your strength, leaning into your strength, and not allowing your weaknesses, doubt, and fear lead you on your path. But this card is also the card of mindfulness. When you get caught up in the heat of the moment, in an argument or any type of discussions that get a little bit heated, don't get caught up in the heat of the moment with the roar of the lion and blurt out things that you can never take back. Be mindful of what you say. Also, this is a card of saying, let's step back here. Let's be a little more understanding. Let's listen to the other side of the story, right? Focus on what is being said to me and why. All right. So love, kindness, compassion, tolerance, patience. All right. Let's see what we have here for additional information, clarification, validation, and verification on a general level, of course. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Let's see, my beautiful Cancers, what additional energy and message you need to hear today. Okay, coming in the first row, you've been given the Ace of Cups, beautiful card of love. You've been given the Two of Wands, partnership, taking care of business with the Queen of Cups. You've got the Queen of Swords, moving on, and the Eight of Cups. Beautiful. So there could be new love coming in, or the resurgence, or just the rekindling of a love in your life right now. The universe is pouring you down love, showering you with things that you truly need to feel in your life. You may be feeling a little unloved, and the universe says, hey, I'm going to send you some prosperity. I'm going to send you some luck. I'm going to send you someone. So this is the Ace of Cups. Beginnings. Aces are the beginnings of all things. It could be a new and budding relationship, or the resurgence of one you're in, rekindling that beautiful love. On top of the Wheel of Fortune, you've got the Two of Wands, watching for your ship to come in, planning your moves, possibly thinking about taking a business trip or adding pleasure to that. Definitely the card of duality. Two of Wands is often that card of considering taking in a partner. Okay, somebody who that you can work with well. It's impressing those around you as well. You're evaluating your options, and you can be your own manager here right now as well. You're successfully renegotiating maybe something in your life, like a contract or something like that. This is a great card that says so far so good. Hang in there, okay? Excuse me, I couldn't control that. Sorry about that. It's kind of like an unexpected sneeze. When it happens, it's there. Okay, so you may have some decisions to make, but there'll be time to make them. Okay, don't rush in. Take this opportunity to work on your long-term vision right now, what you want to happen and the stability therein. Queen of Cups, that's about you. Give, give, give. You are this water sign, my beautiful Cancers. You're always there for everybody. But remember, it's time for you to know that you can say no. It's a full sentence without explanation, right? We talked about that here with the Seven of Wands too. This is a card that says take care of your business. Take time out to rejuvenate, recharge, and reconsider and, refocus. Then you're going to have the energy to get back out there in the game again. The Queen of Swords, yes, making really mindful decisions on that Tower card. Changing your direction, going in a new one. You come to the conclusion that what no longer serves you in the past is gone. You're wiping your hands clean of it. You're cleaning house, basically. Letting go of things that are not working now. This could be the end of anything, but I love this queen because she cuts through the red tape. She doesn't take any BS, and she just basically turns the other direction and says, this is what I'm doing. come hell or high water, I'm going in this direction. And she's cool, calm, and collected. She doesn't 100% sure exactly where her compass is going to lead her, but she's not afraid to go in that direction. There's going to be big changes happening here. When the Tower happens, you make decisions, and some of them are hard. But this one here, she's finally said, I'm out of here. I'm moving in a new direction. You can, and if you're not in my end of the ring, you're not supporting what I do, then have a great life. Coming in at the end, you've got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is that card of balance, taking yourself to center, thinking about your moves, and also walking away from something, the end of something that you no longer have to turn around because you're not going in that direction ever again. This is a card that says you have the promise and the vision of a brighter, happier, new future. You know that it's going to take time to create something. If you're creating something in your life, know that it's one foot in front of the other. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so keep moving in that direction. Balance yourself. You're not there yet. One step in front of the other. Patience, patience, patience. Well, my beautiful Cancers, this is your general tarot and oracle forecast, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Cancers.